This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com. Welcome to Film Riot Monday. Before we jump in, gonna remind you again about the Monday challenge. I think you got like 3 weeks left, right?
Yeah, 3.
For the for the Monday challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely check out all the details right here. We're giving away like $2,800 worth of goodies. There's 6 winners total, thanks to our friends over at Hit Film. So definitely check that out. Check that out. Check it out. But now let's get into some questions, shall we?
Ryan, high five the big hand.
How do you make a movie when no one else cares or wants to be involved? I've talked about this a bit before, and the best way to motivate people is to show them something that they want to be involved with, to prove to them that you can do something that they will be proud of in the end. So maybe that's going out and shooting vignettes like Philip Bloom does. He just goes to locations and shoots stuff, and he almost tells a story of that location with how he shoots it. So if you show people that, they'll want to be involved with what you're doing. That's a big problem with even a lot of Kickstarters, is people put up a Kickstarter who don't have a following, nobody knows who they are, but they put up this Kickstarter for this short film or feature, whatever it is that they want to do, but it has no example of their work in it. It has no test footage of what they want to shoot. It's just, hey, please give me money, with no promise that they can actually deliver on what they're saying they're going to do. So if you're doing a Kickstarter, I guess I'm doubling up this answer, definitely add in examples of what you can pull off if you do want people to trust you with their money. Same goes with trying to get people involved. You have to let them know that you can do what you say it is that you're trying to do. If you can go back in time and stop a movie from being made, which one would it be? I wouldn't, because as I've said before, I may not love all movies, but I respect all movies, because even a bad movie is hard to make. And something I call a bad movie is someone else's favorite movie. So who am I to say it's a terrible movie? It is in my opinion, but it is not objectively a terrible movie because other people love it. Like the Twilight films. I don't personally like the Twilight films, but they have massive value because it is other people's favorite film that supplied much needed escapism from the suck of the world. They're entertained and love those movies because of it. So who am I to take a crap all over that sort of thing? And plus, I've been involved in film enough to know how freaking hard it is to make one and how many walls you have to just bash through to get it done. So every film is someone's blood, sweat, and tears to get it done. And I would not, devalue that. And another thing that has nothing to do with this question, but kind of makes me think about it, is the cynicism that seems to be out with movies nowadays, where everything has to be hyper real. Even when it's a sci-fi film with aliens in it, there's this whole, oh, he would be dead right now. Oh, that would never happen. I don't understand that. It's like this weird thing where we're becoming too smart for imagination, and I don't quite follow, especially when trailers come out and people are attacking it and jumping to judgment before giving it the benefit of the doubt. I don't get it. Why can't we just love films? It seems like people are wanting to hate it more than they want to love it. I don't know, kind of sucks some of the fun out of it. Are you guys planning on working on big budget movies that involve more than just Film Riot crew? Without a doubt, feature films are the end goal. That's what we've been working towards since, square one, since before Film Riot started. It's what I've been working towards. But next year we have a bunch of stuff coming up, some bigger short films that we're gonna be doing. We have a bunch planned. We'll see what happens with a lot of them. We'll start talking about some of that soon, that have a budget, and we'll be bringing in more crew and showing you guys all that. So there's gonna be a lot more to learn, for us to learn, and then for us to show you behind the scenes of what we're doing and everything. And even when we get to the features, the whole idea of Film Riot is sort of watching us progress from, sort of close to the beginning of my career to where we're making feature films, which I think is a very cool thing. So yes, is the answer to your question. I am 18 and shooting and editing a TV show. Any tips? If your show that you're doing from scratch, then hopefully it's something that you're incredibly passionate about. Try to do something different, something unique, something unique to you, who you are, and that will show through and shine above other things. If you're contracted from somebody else, if it's a client gig, then, well, you're just making the client happy, but still finding creative ways to make it really entertaining. But more than anything else, just plan, and more planning. Have all the plans in the whole world, but then be ready to throw them out for something that's better when you're on the day, or just giving yourself that wiggle room on the day to be able to work around stuff, because plans don't always work out. But having that will give you a locked idea of where you want to take everything, so you can easily break that and do something else with the same result in mind. Last question, will you guys ever hire? Absolutely, we want to start opening up to that pretty soon. I mean, it's a company that's growing and I have hired people, but the people that I've hired so far have been people that I know and have worked with already. But coming pretty soon, potentially even next year, We're going to hire a couple people, and as the company grows, we're just going to keep hiring more and more people. And we want to open it up to you guys first. So more than likely, I'll be Facebooking and tweeting out, maybe even creating a forum or something to start getting in demo reels and things like that when the time comes, maybe within the next year or so, because I've always wanted to pull from our Film Riot community first. I think that's such an awesome thing that we have this really great filmmaking community that we all work together, talk to each other, watch each other's stuff, comment on, you guys have helped us as much as we've helped you. So it's a really cool sort of thing that has been built. So I definitely want to pull from the family first before we look anywhere else. So yes is the answer to that question. Domain.com is the place to go if you're trying to get a website to be seen on the internet. So you need a hosting plan. Domain.com has reliable and affordable hosting plans. They got a domain discovery service to help you pick the right name for you. And when you use the coupon code...
No, you weren't...
Why did you throw toilet paper at me? When you use the coupon code FilmRiot at checkout, you get 15% off your domain name and web hosting. When you think domain name, think domain.com. You're like unrolling it. Stop it. Go sit down. Go sit down.
Logo.
So that's it for today, which means it's time for my suggestion of the week. This one is not a short film, but it's about understanding composition, which you can find right here. It's about 30 minutes. It goes deep into composition. It is meant for 3D artists, but it pretty much applies to everyone. So definitely check that out. It is a really good explanation of using composition. But that is it for today. Until next time, don't forget to write, shoot, edit, repeat.